My cherished child, lean in, closer still. Hush the world for just a moment and listen past the noise, past the rushing thoughts, deep into the quiet stillness within you. Do you feel it? A gentle echo, a subtle vibration beneath the surface of things, a warmth spreading softly from your very core. It's a resonance, ancient and new, a frequency of pure love, the energy from which all creation springs. It's my voice, not in booming thunder, but in the intimate whisper of your own soul, calling you to remember who you really are, beneath the layers the world has placed upon you. There's a restlessness within you, isn't there? A quiet yearning, a persistent ache for something more, something deeper, something authentic that makes your spirit soar, not just momentarily, but with enduring flight. You've tasted fleeting joys, navigated persistent challenges, perhaps felt adrift on the vast ocean of life, scanning the horizon, wondering about your true north, your deepest purpose, the untapped magnitude of your potential. You catch glimpses, fleeting moments of clarity, like sunlight breaking dramatically through storm clouds, revealing a landscape of vibrant possibility, a more luminous way of being. And you wonder, could that magnificent, purposeful, joy-filled life truly be meant for me? Could someone like me, with my history, my flaws, my uncertainties, possibly access such radiance? Let me answer that hesitant question with a resounding, eternal yes. A yes that echoes through galaxies and settles into the very marrow of your bones. That longing is not a flaw, not a sign of discontent or ingratitude. It is the sacred pulse of the divine spark I placed within you, the insistent rhythm of your awakening soul. It is the stirring of the sacred seed I planted in the fertile ground of your spirit before time itself began to measure moments. It's the unmistakable call of your own magnificent, inherent potential, beckoning you forward, urging you to awaken fully, to remember your origins, to courageously, consciously become the masterpiece you were always intended to be. This yearning is my love drawing you toward your own fulfillment. Stay with me now. Settle into this moment. Breathe deeply, consciously. Imagine with each inhalation you are drawing in my infinite peace, a tangible substance filling your lungs, calming your nervous system. With each exhalation, release the accumulated tension of the world, the anxieties, the deadlines, the worries. Visualize them dissolving like smoke on the wind. Let this present moment be a sanctuary, a consecrated space where my truth can permeate your being, bypassing the skeptical mind and speaking directly to the wisdom of your heart. You are standing on holy ground, not a distant place, but the very ground of your own awakening consciousness. An incredible, life-altering transformation is available to you, not in some distant future, but beginning right now, in this sacred instant. Yet it requires your conscious presence, your focused attention, your willing participation, your undefended, wide-open heart. Are you willing to receive? The world, through its myriad voices, culture, media, even well-meaning but limited people, may have relentlessly tried to define you, to categorize you, to squeeze your infinite spirit into a finite, limiting box. They may have labeled you based on fleeting external factors, your past actions replayed endlessly, your current circumstances misinterpreted, your perceived shortcomings magnified, perhaps insidious voices of doubt, echoes from childhood wounds never fully healed, or the pervasive drone of societal conditioning championing conformity, maybe even the harsh, relentless pronouncements of your own internalized critic, have whispered relentlessly, insidiously, that you're not quite good enough, not truly strong enough, not inherently worthy, not smart enough, not talented enough. These voices counsel caution, urge you toward mediocrity, conspire to keep you playing small, afraid to shine too brightly. They speak the language of fear, of limitation, of scarcity. Today, in this eternal now, let my voice be the resonant sound that cancels all others, the tuning fork that recalibrates your entire being to the frequency of unconditional love and infinite possibility. Let my eternal, loving truth wash over your mind and heart like a gentle, cleansing tide, dissolving the accumulated illusions, the heavy chains of limiting beliefs. the self-imposed prisons of fear and inadequacy, as effortlessly as the rising morning sun dissolves the clinging mist. Listen now, my beloved, not merely with your intellect, which analyzes and dissects, but with the deepest knowing of your soul, the intuitive wisdom that recognizes truth instantly. Listen to the immutable reality that transcends all fleeting appearances, all temporary conditions. You are a being meticulously, exquisitely fashioned from starlight, cosmic intelligence, and infinite, unconditional love, a completely unique, unrepeatable, precious expression of my own boundless creativity and joy. Within the sacred architecture of your being, dormant perhaps but eternally present, sleeps a potential so vast, so breathtakingly magnificent, it would leave you speechless with awe, filled with holy reverence, if you could perceive even a fraction of it as I continuously do. Think of that tiny, humble seed holding the complete, intricate blueprint of a towering, majestic sequoia, reaching for the heavens. Similarly, you hold within your very essence the divine blueprint for a unique expression of divinity, a life of profound purpose and meaning, unlike any other that has ever been or ever will be. You carry my living spark, an inextinguishable flame. You carry my dynamic creative energy, the power that births galaxies. You carry my limitless love, the very fabric of existence, woven into the fundamental essence of who you are. It is not something you earn, it is your inherent nature. It's time, my child, oh, it is profoundly time to let that glorious, innate light shine forth, unimpeded, unapologetically. Explore this vast inner landscape with curiosity and wonder. Imagine discovering hidden chambers filled with untapped strengths, subterranean wells brimming with ancient wisdom, vast oceans of boundless love and compassion residing right there within you. This isn't mere poetic fancy. It is the foundational reality of your spiritual constitution, the bedrock truth of your existence. The pervasive feeling of inadequacy, of not-enoughness, is the grand illusion, the primary distortion. Let my words, infused with absolute love, burn away that obscuring mist right now. Feel the warmth of your own inner sun beginning to radiate outward, first subtly, then with growing intensity. Recognize this inner light. Nurture it. Your past, with all its triumphs and stumbles, does not dictate your future, unless you grant it that immense power through repetitive thought, through dwelling in regret or resentment. Every single moment, including this one right now, as you absorb these words, is a fresh point of infinite potential, a potent, pregnant opportunity to choose anew, to pivot your direction, to begin again with a clean slate. The mistakes you lament, the choices you wish you could undo. See them, just for this moment, through my unconditionally loving eyes. They are invaluable lessons learned, often painfully, but learned nonetheless. They are crucial experiences gathered, expanding your understanding of life and yourself. They are necessary stepping stones that have carved depth, resilience, and profound wisdom into the landscape of your soul's journey. They do not diminish your inherent worth in my eyes, not even for an infinitesimal second. Your core essence remains pure, untouched, eternally beloved. My grace is a boundless, shoreless ocean, constantly, actively washing away the debris of past regrets, cleansing the residue of guilt and shame, offering you a completely clean slate, a refreshingly fresh start, with every single conscious breath you choose to take in awareness. Actively, consciously release the heavy, energy-draining burdens of guilt and regret. Make a powerful, intentional decision, right now, in this sacred space, to step fully into the cleansing, purifying tide of my unconditional forgiveness. Visualize those burdens perhaps as heavy stones or dark clouds, falling away from your shoulders, dissolving instantly and completely in the shimmering, infinite ocean of my love, leaving you unencumbered, remarkably lighter, buoyantly free to walk forward with grace, dignity, and renewed hope. This isn't just passive imagination. It's a potent spiritual technology available to you always. Embrace this freedom. Feel the tangible release, the lightness spreading through your body and spirit, the fears that sometimes grip your heart with an icy hand, whispering anxieties in the quiet hours of the night, projecting potential disasters onto the screen of your mind. Recognize them for what they truly are: phantoms, insubstantial shadows conjured by a mind temporarily focused on scarcity, on separation from me and from your own power, on projecting negative possibilities instead of aligning with divine potential. Fear constricts your energy field, shrinks your perception of possibilities, paralyzes your will. But my love, the fundamental underlying energy of all creation, the very essence of reality, inherently expands, liberates, empowers. Fear builds isolating walls, brick by painful brick. My love dissolves those walls effortlessly, opening infinite gateways to connection, creativity, authentic expression, and profound joy. When fear attempts to hijack your thoughts, to flood your system with cortisol and adrenaline, meet its chilling whispers head-on, not with frantic resistance, which often strengthens it, but with the calm, unwavering, resonant truth. My Creator, the source of all power and love, walks intimately with me, closer than my own breath. His infinite love surrounds me like an impenetrable, radiant shield. His limitless power flows through me, animating my being, guiding my steps. I am eternally safe within His embrace. I am profoundly, unconditionally loved exactly as I am. I am perfectly guided in every moment. Repeat this truth silently or aloud. Breathe it in until it permeates every cell of your being, displacing the cold vibration of fear with the palpable warmth of absolute security and divine presence. Recognize fear's manipulative voice. It often speaks in dramatic, limiting absolutes: always, never, impossible. Challenge its dramatic pronouncements with calm reason and faith. Is this truly, eternally true? Or is it just a fearful projection? Bring the fear consciously into the light of my presence. Imagine placing it in my hands. Feel its grip inevitably loosen as it meets the higher vibration of love. Feel your breath deepen, your shoulders relax. My love doesn't promise a life devoid of challenges, for challenges are opportunities for growth. But it absolutely eliminates the tyrannical power of fear over you, restoring you to your rightful place as a conscious chooser, aligned with love. Notice, become acutely aware of that subtle yet profound inner shift occurring within you right now as you consciously choose to embrace these truths. As you allow my love to permeate your awareness, feel that gentle, persistent warmth spreading through your chest, radiating outward. Sense the quiet, unshakable confidence, not arrogance, but a deep inner knowing of your connection to me, rising like sap in springtime within a seemingly dormant tree. Experience the distinct, pleasurable feeling of inner expansion, replacing the familiar tightness of contraction and anxiety. This is not imagination. This is the unmistakable resonance of your soul aligning with eternal reality, with its true nature. This is the tangible, felt evidence of the slumbering giant of your divine potential beginning to stretch, to awaken, to stir into conscious life. Pay close attention to these subtle inner sensations. They are your internal guidance system, your spiritual compass, confirming your alignment with truth, with love, with me. This feeling of inner rightness, of deep, abiding peace blended with quiet, centered power, cultivate it deliberately. Recognize it when it arises. Return to it often throughout your day through conscious intention and breath. It is the feeling of being truly home within yourself, connected intimately to Source, safe and empowered. I have meticulously, lovingly woven into the very essence of your unique being a distinct pattern of gifts, innate talents, deep-seated passions, specific sensitivities, and inner callings. These are not accidental traits, not random quirks of personality. They are divinely inspired breadcrumbs, sacred clues scattered along your path, leading you directly toward your unique, fulfilling purpose, the specific way you are designed to express my love and contribute your light to the world. Your life's purpose isn't some complex, indecipherable riddle hidden away in a distant vault, requiring years of arduous searching. It vibrates within you constantly, revealing itself subtly yet persistently through the things that genuinely ignite your soul, that make you feel authentically alive and connected. What subjects fascinate you endlessly, drawing you in regardless of external validation? What injustices in the world stir a holy fire within your heart, compelling you toward action or advocacy? What acts of service, creation, or expression make you feel utterly alive, completely absorbed, losing all track of time in a state of flow? Where does your energy naturally flow with effortless enthusiasm, even when tired? These are not mere distractions from serious life. They are sacred clues, my loving fingerprints marking your unique path, guiding you gently but surely home to your authentic contribution, your soul's deepest satisfaction. Listen closely, attentively, respectfully to these inner nudges, these persistent interests, these passionate convictions. Your deepest joy, the activities that make your spirit sing, are often a remarkably reliable compass pointing directly toward your God-given purpose. Trust this inner guidance system. Resist, with conscious effort, the pervasive, insidious temptation to constantly look sideways, measuring your journey, your progress, your perceived worth against the journeys of others. Their divinely assigned path is uniquely theirs, perfectly suited for their soul's lessons and contributions, just as yours is uniquely, perfectly yours. Comparison is the stealthy thief of joy and the sworn enemy of authenticity. It forces you into an unwinnable, soul-draining game, comparing your complex, nuanced inner reality with all its struggles and doubts to someone else's carefully curated outer appearance or highlight reel. This inevitably leads to feelings of inadequacy or inflated ego, both distortions of truth. Instead, consciously, deliberately redirect your focus inward and upward. Celebrate your own unique journey, acknowledging every incremental step of progress, no matter how small it seems. Cherish your beautiful, specific blend of gifts and quirks. Ask me directly, sincerely. Show me my beauty, my strength, my inherent value through your unconditionally loving eyes. Then, be open, be still, and prepare to be genuinely astonished, perhaps even moved to tears, by the radiant magnificence reflected back to you in the mirror of my love. See yourself as I see you, and comparison loses all its power. Are you truly ready now, in this defining moment, to fully embrace this authentic, magnificent self that I see? Are you genuinely willing to shed the heavy, ill-fitting layers of who you mistakenly thought you should be? The masks worn to gain approval or avoid rejection, and courageously embrace the radiant, powerful magnificence of who you truly, inherently are, right now in me. This profound shift, this stepping into your true identity, requires genuine courage. The courage to be vulnerable, admitting you don't have all the answers. The courage to step outside your long-established comfort zone, where growth rarely happens. Perhaps even the courage to face misunderstanding or skepticism from those still invested in the old version of you, or those threatened by your light. But the incomparable reward, living daily as your true, radiant, divinely connected self, expressing your unique gifts freely, experiencing deep inner peace and fulfillment, is infinitely worth any temporary discomfort or challenge encountered along the way. The discomfort of growth is temporary. The pain of staying small and unfulfilled can last a lifetime. Picture yourself now, vividly, standing at a pivotal juncture, a crossroads on your soul's path. Two distinct paths diverge before you. One path looks familiar, well-trodden, perhaps feeling safer due to its predictability, but subtly uninspiring, lacking true vitality. It represents continuing as you have been, perhaps making minor adjustments but fundamentally staying within the known boundaries, governed by past conditioning and limiting beliefs. The other path seems to shimmer with an inner light, emanating a palpable warmth and gentle magnetism. It feels both exciting, calling to your adventurous spirit, and perhaps slightly daunting, whispering of the unknown, stretching you beyond your current perceived limits. This luminous path beckons you toward growth, toward shedding illusions, toward discovering hidden capacities, toward embodying a grander, more authentic version of yourself. This luminous path represents your highest potential, your soul's intended trajectory, the journey of becoming fully alive. It promises challenges, yes, but challenges designed specifically to forge your strength, polish your spirit, and deepen your reliance on me. It promises discoveries that will expand your mind and heart, connections that will nourish your soul, and the profound, quiet satisfaction of living aligned with your deepest truth, your core values, your divine purpose. It is the sacred path of becoming more fully who you already are in essence. With all my infinite love, with gentle urging but profound encouragement, I invite you, choose this illuminated path. Step onto it now with faith. What resistance arises within you as you contemplate this choice, this invitation? Feel into it honestly. Is it that persistent, insidious voice of self-doubt whispering its familiar, toxic refrain? Who are you to dream so big? Who are you to think you can achieve that? Remember all your past failures. Stay safe. Don't risk disappointment. Recognize this voice immediately as an imposter, a deceptive echo of past conditioning, perhaps parental criticism absorbed long ago, or societal messages internalized unconsciously. It is a fear-based program running on autopilot. It holds no real power over you unless you grant it belief, unless you feed it with your attention. Your true self, your eternal spirit, eternally connected to me, speaks in the entirely different language of courage, creativity, inspiration, boundless possibility, and unconditional love. Its voice feels expansive, hopeful, empowering. You possess the sovereign power this very instant to consciously choose which inner counsel you heed, which voice you amplify. Choose now. Affirm with deep conviction, feeling the resonance in your body. I consciously align myself with the voice of divine truth, infinite possibility, and unconditional love within me. I choose to listen to my spirit, which is eternally aligned with my Creator. I dismiss the voice of fear and limitation. Feel the immediate sense of clarity, inner peace, and empowerment that arises as you make this powerful declaration of spiritual sovereignty. Practice this discernment daily. Does the intimidating specter of potential failure loom large in your imagination, threatening to confirm your deepest insecurities, whispering, "I told you so"? Let us dismantle this pervasive fear together, piece by piece, in the light of my truth. Understand deeply. Failure is a harsh human judgment, a label applied based on limited perspective, often focused solely on external outcomes within a specific time frame. It is not a divine reality. From my eternal, all-encompassing perspective, there are only experiences, lessons learned, valuable feedback received. What you perceive as failure is merely invaluable data, illuminating a necessary course correction, revealing an area needing further development or skill acquisition, or perhaps redirecting you toward an even better path you hadn't considered. It is an integral, unavoidable part of mastery in any field, including the art of living fully. Every single soul you admire in any walk of life navigated significant setbacks, faced discouraging obstacles, experienced moments they perceived as failure. Their ultimate success wasn't defined by never falling down, but by their resilience in rising again, by their willingness to learn from the experience, adapt their approach, and draw upon deeper wells of inner strength, often finding me more intimately, more tangibly, in the very process of overcoming adversity. That same resilient, divine spirit resides powerfully within you, waiting to be activated by your faith and perseverance. When you walk consciously with me, trusting my loving guidance even when things don't go according to your plan, perceived failures become potent fuel for your ascent, revealing unforeseen blessings, hidden strengths, and deeper compassion. Trust this transformative process implicitly. Release the crippling fear of not getting it right. Focus instead on learning, growing, and staying connected to me through it all. Does the sheer scale of your dreams or the perceived complexity of the journey ahead sometimes feel overwhelming, paralyzing you into inaction? Does the mountain seem too high to climb? Bring your focus immediately back from the distant, perhaps hazy peak, to the single patch of ground directly beneath your feet, right here, right now. You are not required to conquer the entire mountain today, nor even see the entire path ahead clearly. Your only true responsibility, your only point of effective power, lies in discerning and taking the very next indicated step, however small, however seemingly insignificant it might appear. What is that one step for you, right now, in this moment, moving you even slightly toward the light of your chosen path? Perhaps it's researching something online for 10 minutes. Maybe it's making one phone call you've been avoiding. Perhaps it's writing the first sentence of that project. Maybe it's offering a silent prayer for guidance or strength. Perhaps it's consciously choosing to forgive someone, including yourself. Maybe it's taking 5 minutes to simply sit in stillness and breathe, connecting with my presence. Or perhaps it's resting, acknowledging that rest is also a sacred action. Identify that one tangible, achievable next step. Acknowledge its importance, no matter how small. Then, with gentle determination, take it. As soon as you complete it, pause and acknowledge yourself. Celebrate that small victory internally. Consistent, faith-fueled, consciously chosen small steps build unstoppable divine momentum over time. Trust me implicitly to illuminate the path just ahead, precisely when you need the light for the next step, not necessarily the whole journey laid out in advance. Your part is simply to trust, listen inwardly for guidance, and move your feet toward the light one step at a time. That is how mountains are climbed. Feel that potent power surging within you now, perhaps stronger, clearer than ever before as you absorb these truths. Feel the dormant potential stirring awake within your soul, like a mighty river finally breaking free from the restricting winter ice, beginning to flow with gathering force. Feel the unshakable certainty, deep in your core, the profound, enveloping warmth of my unconditional love wrapping around you like the most comforting, secure embrace imaginable. Let this feeling, this deep inner knowing, this direct experience of my presence and your inherent power, saturate your consciousness completely. Allow it to permeate every thought, every belief, every cell of your body, actively reprogramming old, deeply ingrained patterns of lack, limitation, unworthiness, and fear. This vibrant energy, this deep soul connection, this inherent creative power, this is not something external you need to strive desperately to acquire or earn. It is your natural state. It is your divine birthright gifted to you at your creation. Reclaim it fully, joyfully, unapologetically right now. Breathe it in, own it. Embedded deep within the core of your soul, woven into your spiritual DNA, is the divine alchemy, the miraculous ability to transmute any adversity into advantage, any challenge into strength, any pain into deeper compassion and wisdom. Flowing eternally through the landscape of your spirit is the unwavering, God-given resilience to navigate life's inevitable storms, not just surviving them, but emerging refined, strengthened, more compassionate, like gold purified in fire, accessible always, instantly. Within the quiet sanctuary of your heart is the profound, intuitive wisdom to discern truth from illusion, to make choices aligned with your highest good and my divine will, even amidst confusion. Radiating silently but powerfully from your core, constantly fueled by my loving presence within and around you, is the transformative power of love itself, a power capable of healing your deepest wounds, mending broken relationships, and uplifting the world around you in countless, often unseen ways. Claim this magnificent heritage. Embrace this true identity without reservation, without apology. Let this understanding settle deep within your bones, becoming the unshakable bedrock of your existence, the fundamental operating system, the core truth from which you perceive, decide, and act. Allow this truth of your belovedness, your power, your purpose, to become the transformative lens through which you perceive yourself, others, and the world. Let it automatically shape your intentions, guide your decisions with clarity, inspire your actions with courage, grace, and authentic power. This is not about inflating the ego. It is about courageously aligning with the divine reality of your being, accepting the sacred responsibility that comes with knowing who you truly are. Understand deeply, my precious child. Grasp this crucial point. This communication, this infusion of divine truth and empowering energy pouring into you right now, is intended as far more than a fleeting moment of inspiration, a temporary emotional uplift. It is a potent, living seed of transformation planted directly within the fertile soil of your receptive consciousness. It is designed, intended, destined to sprout, grow strong roots, develop resilient branches, and bear abundant, beautiful fruit throughout the entire course of your life. It is living water, offered not just to quench your immediate thirst for meaning and connection, but to become an overflowing, artesian spring welling up perpetually from within you, naturally extending outward to refresh, nourish, and bless others who cross your path. Receiving this truth fully, allowing it to truly land within you, is the essential first step. But the dynamic power, the exponential blessings, the accelerated growth, the full manifestation of its potential are truly unleashed through your conscious, active participation, through becoming a willing, flowing, generous conduit of this very energy, this light, this love. Consider, reflect upon the profound, universal spiritual principle of flow, of circulation. What you freely, joyfully, gratefully give away, whether it be love, knowledge, encouragement, resources, or this very message of hope, you inevitably, freely, abundantly receive back, often multiplied in unexpected ways. When you take this light, this hope, this empowerment you feel vibrating within you right now, and consciously choose to share it with another soul, you don't diminish your own supply, you vastly increase it. Sharing opens the channel wider. You become a brighter beacon, and beacons naturally attract more light, more divine assistance, more serendipitous opportunities, more supportive connections. Sharing this message is a powerful act of faith in action. It demonstrates your trust in abundance, your belief in the power of truth. It is an expression of selfless love reaching beyond your own needs. It aligns you vibrationally with the generous, abundant, endlessly giving heart of the universe, which is my heart. It signals clearly to me and to the responsive cosmos your readiness to be a clear, open channel for greater good, for wider blessings to flow through you. And the responsive universe, operating under my laws of grace and abundance, joyfully pours more blessings, deeper insights, timely resources, and miraculous opportunities into your receptive hands and heart. Don't obstruct this flow. Do not allow this potent, life-giving energy to stagnate within you like a blocked stream. Do not hoard this light out of a hidden fear of lack or a subtle insecurity that sharing might diminish you. Let it flow freely, generously. Think right now, allowing your heart's gentle intuition to guide you. Who do you know who is currently struggling in shadows of doubt or despair? Whose spirit feels heavy, burdened by life's challenges? Whose immense potential lies dormant, buried under layers of self-criticism or limiting circumstances? Perhaps a specific name, a face, a situation comes immediately to your mind. Trust that inner prompting. Sharing this message with them, or even just the core feeling of hope it evokes, is far more than forwarding information. It is extending a tangible lifeline of hope, whispering my enduring love through your simple, courageous action. It is participating directly, actively, in the sacred work of uplifting humanity, one precious soul at a time. It is a sacred privilege, a holy opportunity to be my hands and heart in the world. Act on this prompting now. Take this moment, not later when the inspiration might fade, but right now, while the connection feels strong and alive, as a deliberate act of conscious co-creation with me. Locate that share button or think of the person and prepare to send it. Send this message or the essence of its hope via text, email, social media, or even a personal conversation, however you feel guided. As you click send or make the call, hold a clear, loving intention in your heart. May this message, infused with divine love, bring light, hope, strength, and clarity to the one who receives it. May it bless them profoundly, igniting their own divine spark, reminding them of their worth and potential, just as it is blessing me right now. Feel the distinct sense of expansion in your own heart, the warmth of generosity, as you perform this simple yet profound act of spiritual generosity. Recognize that each time you consciously share this light, you reinforce your own connection to it. You amplify the positive energy within your own auric field, and you actively magnetize more grace, goodness, and divine synchronicity into your own life. Participate fully, joyfully in this beautiful, self-reinforcing cycle of giving and receiving. Don't delay this blessing. Now, anchor this transformative experience, this commitment to your awakening, deep within yourself with a clear, conscious public within this community declaration. This serves as a potent signal to your own subconscious mind, helping to overwrite old limiting patterns and beliefs. It is also a vibrational commitment declared to the universe, affirming your intention. Navigate directly to the comment section below this message right now. Do not hesitate. Act swiftly from this place of inspiration and connection. Type these powerful, affirming words. I am embracing in my divine power and purpose. Feel the surge of energy, the sense of conviction, flow through you as you type them. Visualize these words as a radiant banner planted firmly in the landscape of your life, announcing your conscious choice. When you add your voice to the growing chorus of others making similar declarations, you tap into a powerful synergistic field of collective empowerment, strengthening not only yourself, but everyone involved. Reading the shared commitments of others will undoubtedly inspire and encourage you further. Your comment is a potent seed of intention planted in fertile ground. Let it take root deeply and blossom spectacularly in your life. Make your powerful declarative statement now. Join the chorus of awakening souls. Remember always, my beloved, keep this truth close to your heart. This awakening, this journey of empowerment and self-discovery, is not a one-time event, not a final destination reached after hearing one message. It is a continuous, beautiful, sometimes challenging, always rewarding unfolding. It is a path walked consciously, intentionally, day by day, choice by mindful choice. Your precious spirit, like a vibrant, flourishing garden, requires ongoing tending, consistent nourishment, and regular, conscious connection to the source of all life, to me. You need regular infusions of truth, consistent reminders of your belovedness, your inherent strength, and your limitless potential to counteract the constant gravitational pull of old habits, societal negativity, and worldly distractions. Your spirit thrives, blossoms, and bears fruit most abundantly when bathed regularly in the steady, unwavering light of divine truth and unconditional love. For this essential reason, for the continued nurturing of your beautiful soul, I gently but firmly encourage you. Subscribe to this channel, this dedicated source of ongoing divine connection, inspiration, and empowerment. Frame this action not just as clicking a button on a screen, but as a profound, conscious commitment to your soul's continued nourishment and evolution. See it as ensuring your precious inner garden receives consistent sunlight and life-giving water, protecting it from drought and weeds. Subscribing signifies your powerful yes to continued growth, your yes to deepening your personal, intimate connection with me, your yes to receiving timely inspiration, guidance, and encouragement exactly when you need it most, your yes to courageously, joyfully becoming all you were created to be. Don't allow the powerful insights and elevated feelings gained today to gradually fade amidst the inevitable noise and demands of daily life. Make that conscious commitment to your ongoing spiritual journey. Click subscribe. Feel the quiet sense of alignment, the inner rightness, as you prioritize your connection to Source, your soul's deepest need. Recall again and integrate deeply the timeless spiritual principle of stewardship and increase. To those who activate, consciously use, appreciate, and share the gifts and blessings they receive, even more shall be given, often in surprising abundance. Your active engagement right now, your focused listening and absorption, your heartfelt commenting and declaration, your generous sharing with others, your committed subscribing for ongoing connection. These are potent, tangible ways you are actively stewarding the spiritual light and transformative opportunity being offered to you in this moment. You are demonstrating through action your readiness, your willingness, your eagerness to participate fully in your own transformation and in the collective uplifting of the world. By consciously stepping into this divine flow of receiving and giving, you automatically position yourself to receive an ever-increasing measure of joy, clarity, resilience, abundance in all its forms, and profound, unshakable peace. Conversely, passivity, hesitation, allowing this moment of grace and potential to simply pass by without meaningful response, risks letting the initial spark dim, allowing the offered blessings and opportunities to remain unclaimed, the potential unrealized. Choose active, conscious participation. Choose the path of continuous growth and overflowing blessings. Engage fully now. Now, let's journey together once more in sacred, creative imagination. Allow your mind, now illuminated by faith and guided by my loving presence, to leap forward in time. See yourself clearly, vividly, perhaps 6 months from now, maybe a year, perhaps even 5 years down this illuminated path you are choosing today. You have consistently, diligently embraced these core truths, weaving them consciously into the fabric of your daily thoughts, feelings, and actions. You have consistently chosen faith over fear, compassion over judgment, courage over comfort. You have intentionally nurtured your connection with me through prayer, meditation, stillness, and listening. You have stepped out more boldly, sharing your unique gifts and talents with the world, perhaps in ways you cannot yet even conceive. You have navigated inevitable challenges not with despair, but with newfound grace, resilience, and strength, leaning heavily and confidently on me for support and guidance. Visualize yourself living with a deep, pervasive, unshakable sense of purpose, knowing why you are here, feeling aligned with your soul's mission. Feel the authentic joy bubbling up spontaneously from the core, a joy largely independent of fluctuating external circumstances. See the positive, loving ripples spreading out from your transformed life, touching family, friends, colleagues, and even strangers in meaningful, uplifting ways. Experience the profound inner peace that comes from living in integrity, aligned with your soul, walking in conscious, intimate partnership with it. See yourself radiant with an inner light, confident not from ego but from divine connection, deeply compassionate toward yourself and others, fully, vibrantly alive. See the mountains you thought were insurmountable behind you, climbed with grace. See dreams you barely dared to whisper now manifesting into reality. See the magnificent potential I always saw within you now gloriously unleashed and expressed. This vision, my beloved child, is not a mere fantasy, not wishful thinking. It is a tangible, achievable possibility. It is the potential destiny I lovingly encoded within you from the beginning. It is the glorious future I invite you to claim, to co-create with me. It requires your ongoing commitment, yes. It requires your willingness to keep learning, adapting, growing. It requires your courage to keep showing up, especially in difficult days. But remember always the most vital, reassuring truth. You are never, ever required to do this alone. You were never designed to navigate this journey solely in your own strength. I am with you, always, infinitely, eternally, closer than your very breath, more constant than the rising sun, more present than the ground beneath your feet. In moments of overwhelming doubt, reach for me. I am your unshakable certainty. In times of perceived weakness or exhaustion, lean into me. I am your infinite, inexhaustible strength. When the path ahead seems dark, obscure, or confusing, turn to me. I am your unfailing, illuminating light. When your heart is heavy with sorrow or disappointment, rest in me. I am your boundless comfort, your safe harbor. Lean fully without reservation into my unwavering support. Draw freely and constantly from my inexhaustible resources of love, wisdom, peace, and power. Trust my guidance, which often comes not as a loud command, but as a quiet and known, a gentle nudge, a persistent intuition, higher message, this transmission of pure love and empowering truth, settle deep into the innermost recesses of your being, like gentle and nourishing rain soaking slowly, deeply into fertile earth, reaching the roots. Let it recalibrate your energy field to a higher frequency. Let it gently reconfigure limiting beliefs that no longer serve you. Let it reignite the passion and purpose within your spirit. Return to these words where the feeling may hurt. Whenever shadows of doubt, fear, or unworthiness attempt to return, as they sometimes might. Let my voice, resonating within your own soul, remind you instantly of the eternal, unchanging truth in your world. Share this transmission of love and power freely, generously, knowing that each time you share, you amplify the blessing from those who really receive it, creating ripples of light in the world. May this communication serve as an unshakable anchor for your soul when turbulent times, and a perpetual catalyst for your influence, ongoing unfolding into the fullness of your divine potential. Know this now to the very core. Let it resonate in every cell. Let it become the air you breathe. You are cherished beyond measure, loved unconditionally, eternally, exactly as you are right now. You are inherently worthy beyond question, lacking absolutely nothing essential for your journey. You are powerful beyond your current imagination, capable of extraordinary creativity, resilience, and impact through your connection with me. You are destined for a life filled with profound love, deep, abiding joy, unshakable inner peace, and uniquely fulfilling purpose. Now go forth from this moment transformed, renewed, revitalized, empowered. Step boldly, consciously, joyfully into the fullness of the magnificent, unique, life-filled being you were always created to be. Rise, my beloved child. Rise and shine into the unique, irreplaceable, beautiful light that is yours alone to give. The world desperately needs your authentic brilliance, your unique gifts, your compassionate heart. Walk boldly, live fully, love deeply, serve joyfully, and know always, without a shadow of doubt, that I am celebrating you, cheering you on, loving you infinitely, guiding you faithfully. Every single